right now you got the Golden State Warriors and the Washington Wizards playing, and Steph Curry is on the roll of the season. He is balling out of his mind. Now, he's leading the league in scoring. Oh, what's he going to do without Clay? Can Steph, is he still that guy? Durant's gone. He's about to be exposed. He's leading the NBA at 31.4 points a game.
Is their team winning? Are they over 500?
Well, when he plays, they're 28 and 22.
Okay. I'm just asking about the team.
That's actually better than what LeBron was with the Lakers in his first year. So Steph is balling out. They're 1-7 without him. They don't have much. They got beat by 50 without him.
Yeah,
so he ain't out there. He's out there with a G League team, essentially.
He was on the bench. Go ahead.
Right, no, he's out there with a G League team. Rob, he's shooting 43% from Trey and 49% overall. The dude is balling. In the last month of the season, he's averaged 40 points a game. And now the drum roll has begun. Is Steph Curry the MVP? This is a year, Rob, I remind you, when the top players from the top teams are all hurt. LeBron's hurt. James Harden's hurt. Kevin Durant's hurt. Joel Embiid's missed tons of games. And then the other guy, Kawhi's out. Donovan Mitchell's out. Now, he wasn't really in the race anyway, but he's out. People say this could be what better year to give it to a guy that's not winning than now because all the winners are injured. And he was asked the question, Rob, by Rex Chapman, former NBA player, on a podcast. And Steph, he said, "Are you the MVP?" They asked him. It wasn't actually, it was Rex co-host that asked it. And he said, "I got to be." Oh, we got the sound. Here we go.
Real quick, are you the MVP this year?
I mean, I gotta be.
Okay. All right.
I probably won't get it, but whatever.
No, don't say that.
Keep going like this, and that nobody will be able to.
I'm just
setting keep this going.
I like to be dramatic sometimes, so I'm just setting the table.
I know you do.
All right, Rob Parker, your thoughts?
Softballs all over the place. There you go. That's what you get when athletes interview other athletes. Just softball city. Why don't people even listen to that
Rob
stuff?
takes that very personal.
I do, Chris. I went to journalism school. I'm sorry. I take it personal, and it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't get me wrong. When they dress people up and act like they're reporters, I have an issue with it.
So they're in a costume?
Yeah, that's a costume.
They're Halloween costume. I'm a journalist.
Players interviewing other players from questions written by other people. Like, come on. And
what
all
I'll
of them
give you is this.
all of them are soft. I hate it.
I agree with you, and we've talked about it, how a lot of times you don't get the follow-up question. You might hear somebody say, me and LeBron play one-on-one all the time in the summer. It never crosses their mind to ask, who wins?
Right. Or
you beat LeBron, really?
Like some obvious follow-up, Chris.
Right.
Or when they had Nate Robinson on after he got knocked out on that podcast.
Right. Well, that was part of it. I'm sure he told him, look.
But Chris,
I ain't talking about.
Would we have had him on the radio show if he wouldn't talk about the fight?
We got to ask you. You can comment.
Right, but we're asking you. No doubt. All right, but anyway.
But here's one thing I will give him, though, Rob. There is a comfort level generally of an athlete with an athlete. And so you do get to see them in a different light than you typically do with journalists. I'll give you that. That's worth something, but you're not going to get the hard-hitting questions and stuff like that. But you do get something out of it just because you get to see them.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they feel like I got a cupcake in front of me. All right, he's not gonna.
Yeah,
he's not right. Yeah. So I don't have to worry about that. And I'm not saying that, Chris, all writers have to attack people, but there are certain questions and things. You just said it about follow-ups, right? When a guy gives you something, that's what you're listening. That's why you listen to the interview anyway. Steph Curry pulling a page out of LeBron's book, trying to politic for the award. Just play, Steph Curry. Just play. Well, yeah, it got to be mine. It's mine. Well, they're not going to give it to
Rob,
me.
he's averaging 41 points this month.
That's nice. And you know what? Kobe Bryant averaged 35 and scored. What did he score? 81 points in the game. And they didn't give it to him. He finished 4th, Chris. And I get that there's injuries, but is Jokic not playing, or am I missing something? Is this PER, Chris? Does that not matter now? All of a sudden? I mean, I don't know. The analytic geeks.
My number one vote. Yeah,
I'm asking you, the analytic geeks. Does it not matter now? Is it just Steph launching up threes? I'm asking you.
The analytics geeks do love Steph. You know
I know
that.
they do, but more than Jokic?
Yeah. Nah.
I'm asking you.
Jokic is going to win. Unless he gets hurt, he's going to win. Or, unless they
Are you
totally
sure?
fall off the map.
There's a lot of fanboys in the media now.
I would be shocked at this point. Again, unless they fall back in the pack without Jamal Murray or he gets hurt, he's going to win. He's going to win. And, I mean, look, here's Steph's chance. Do this the rest of the season, which is about another month, so you got like 14 more games. So basically average 40 for 2 months of the season.
Yeah, okay, right.
And get them up to the 5 or 6 seed. And the only way 6 seed will work is if Denver comes back closer to you. So maybe you're a game behind Denver. That's the only hope he has. Because winning does count. So I'm with you on that, Rob. But here's what I got to say. I love it. Steph, do you, baby, do you. Rob Parker, this is exactly the mentality you got to have if you want to become an all-time great player out of Davidson. Davidson, you can't just come out of Davidson and be Mr. Nice Guy. You can't just come out of Davidson deferring the cats. You can't just come out of Davidson thinking James Harden and Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant and LeBron James and Damian Lillard are better than you. The only way you come out of freaking Davidson and change the game of basketball is if you got this kind of heart. Well, you can say, and it's going viral, it's going national, they're going to be debating it the next morning on the TV talk shows, and you still got the guts to say, yeah, you're darn Skippy. I'm the MVP.
Well, tonight,
Jokic.
Can I give you tonight?
I'm the MVP.
Wait a minute. I want to give you, this is your MVP. Bow down to Steph, the MVP, who's 2 for 10 tonight because the pixie dust is worn off. 4 points heading into halftime with 5 turnovers. That's the Steph Curry I know. I knew it. Because now with the spotlight on him and it matters now. Now that he's re-entered the race, things have gotten tight on him. What happened, Steph? 5 turnovers? Was this like the turnover he made in the finals?
I bet you he ends up with 30.
Wait, do you remember in the finals?
He ends up with 30.
In the final minute or whatever, he turned the ball over doing a behind-the-back pass. Do you remember that?
Here's what I remember. Here's what I know about Steph in the finals. He averages 27 points a game in the NBA finals.
I remember.
That's what I know.
I remember Iguodala winning the MVP. That's what I remember.
I don't care about the MVP. 27 points a game in the NBA Finals, more than Kobe Bryant, more than Larry Bird, and so many other greats.
How about when he choked down a 3-1 lead?
He only averages 23 in the regular
care about
season.
That?
Huh?
When he choked down the NBA Finals, does that bother you at all? No, nothing.
I mean, it ain't to bother me, but it happens. Kevin Durant choked down the 3-1 lead the series before.
Nobody ever did it in the finals, Chris.
James Harden choked down a 3-1 lead.
Never in the finals.
Chris Paul choked down a 3-1 lead.
That was a 73-win team, Chris.
I'd rather do it in the finals than do it in the first or second round.
He had his Tom Brady moment. It's the same exact thing. The Patriots were 18-0.
Yeah. Tom Brady and Steph, boy. Tom Brady some failures right there.
They're the same guy. They're the same guy.
And that's an insult? That's an insult?
Yep.
My goodness.
They need other people.
We can only hope to be in the same sentence with Tom Brady or Steph Curry.
They need other people. They need Iguodala to win an MVP.
Who do they need? Oh, gosh. Iguodala, he averaged 9 more points than Iguodala in that series.
He held LeBron under 50. That's what
right.
That was why he got awarded.
And guess who was guarding Iguodala? Timothy Mozgov from underneath the basket, while Iguodala was sitting out in the corner at the 3-point line. Come on, man. I don't know who were the voters, but that is a travesty.
No, that was one time when they weren't acting like
He had 37, I believe, in the clincher. It was unbelievable. But, Rob, I like it. And you like it, too. You deep down inside, you like it. The gumption, the audacity to say, yeah. So we the 9th seed, so what? Ain't nobody playing better than me.
2 for 10, 4
take
points,
that for data.
5 turnovers tonight. There you go. There's
How many is he going to end up with, Rob? How many is he going to end up with?
He's going to end up with 14.
He go, really? You want to bet?
Take that for data.
I bet you he has 30.
He's got 4 now. It's going to be a bad night.
He has 30.
No, he's averaging. You said he's averaging how many? 31?
He ain't going to get 40, but he going to get 30. He's averaging 40.8 this month.
Why? Let's bet that. He has a big second half, Chris. What you afraid of?
30?
He's your MVP.
Well, hold on. You said 14. Here we go. Closer to 30 or 14. Wings. Lemon pepper. Cool?
14 or 30.
You said 14 points. So whatever he's closest to. If he's closer to 30, I win. If he's closer to 14, you win.
All right, let's do it.
All right, wings, lemon pepper for me. In fact,
and if it ends on 22, you guys got to buy me and Alex wings.
That's fine.
Right. Okay, that'll work.
That's fair.
Exactly 22.
I want my wings from the hotel we stayed in Miami for the Super Bowl.
Well, you know how much it costs to get wings from Miami?
Call them and have them shipped to Chris Broussard.
From Miami? Rob G, those wings in Miami were great at that hotel.
Yeah, they were bougie, but I loved them.
They
were really good.
I don't even think they were on the menu the way you guys were ordering them, but because, it's Broussard and Parker, they're like, yeah, we'll hook you guys up. Right? Because you guys were ordering them, and I don't think they were on the menu the way you were ordering them.
They weren't even lemon pepper. They were garlic parmesan, weren't they?
Yeah, I think. They were so good.
Yeah.
But they did hook us up, though. All right.
877-99 on Fox. You got an issue with Steph saying, darn right, I deserve the MVP award.
It worked for LeBron last year, didn't it? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not going to work for him. I mean, he's not going to win it. But I like the attitude. I like it.
Let's go to Daniel in San Diego. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
How are you?
What up, man?
I'm doing good, man. I want to say you guys got the best station on the radio, man. You guys are amazing.
Thank you,
brother.
Daniel.
We appreciate
it.
Real
of
talk.
course. And yeah, right away, I'm going to say I'm going to agree with you guys. I'm looking at the stats. Although he played the whole season, honestly, you guys, this is my big thing. His name is barely coming up. You guys had James Harden, despite him sitting out or the debacle that he had with Houston. And, you had KD's name in there. But this past month, I see the numbers, man. But you can't just come towards the end of the season and just have your name thrown in there. You got to be consistent. You have to be winning. And just overall, man, you can't. You have to lay down on the line.
Yeah, I mean, they're not winning enough. It's just as simple as that.
Right. And he's playing. Nobody's saying or poo-pooing what he's doing. He's playing well. But an MVP is the entire season, and your team has to be, in that mix. And there's not even a guarantee they're going to make the playoffs. It's not guaranteed.
Right.
It might not.
They'll
Mark in Sacramento.
But
yeah, I'm just saying,
right.
but it ain't a
No,
guarantee.
you're right.
Mark in Sacramento, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Mark?
Hey guys, I got that game on the pass right now, and Russell Westbrook is in his grill because I think Russell's saying, "Katie ain't here, Clay ain't here. What you gonna do now?" Russ look like he's mad at him. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me.
Man.
Anyway, real quick, Chris, I hear your light-skinned brother love all the time, and don't yell at me, man.
Oh, yeah.
and don't yell at me, okay? But he got a right to say it, but he ain't. And 6 weeks ago, I told you guys the Joker was coming because he don't miss games. What you guys always say?
Right.
Best ability is availability. It's the Joker. He's there every night, especially through what we just talked about yesterday. All these guys missing games. That dude is playing. He's
I
there.
agree, and that is a factor. I mean, it's never been important. Oh, he played every game. That's a factor now. That is impressive in this day and age, right? To play every game. I mean, maybe he'll sit out a few as the playoffs there. Who knows? But
I can't get over how many people don't play. I mean, seriously,
no, it's ridiculous. It needs to end, Rob.
It's an
just
epidemic. It's an epidemic
it's a problem.
in sports. It really is.
And look, Kerry Kittle said yesterday on the show, the pace is too fast and they can't covering too much ground to play every night. You know what then? 65-game season. I'm serious. I know they'll never do it. I'd love it. If the science says you can't play 82 games, then don't play 82 games. I'm serious.
Let's go to this is your boy who's predictable. Nick.
My
predictable Nick in South Carolina. You're on the Odd Couple.
That's because Nick's
Fox
smart.
Sports Radio.
What's up?
Nick!
What's up, fellas?
What up, brother?
Hey, man, I don't say this enough, but I always appreciate you guys always getting the fans' input. So I love it, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We sound like the different radio show than everybody else, right? That's
Exactly.
it. We sound different.
Exactly. Hey, man, I love this. I think Steph's a dog, man. Let's be real. He's got more dog in him than I think Kyrie, Katie, and Harden. I mean, he overcame a 3-1 lead unlike Durant. You know, he wins
He
more
also
with
choked
less,
down a 3-1
unlike Kyrie.
lead.
It
Let's not forget
happens.
that.
And Steph shows up in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs, unlike Harden. So him losing a 3-1 lead is not as big a deal since it was against his second greatest
It
player
never
ever.
happened. It never
Nick
happened.
always
But it was against
manages
the
to
second
bring
greatest
up
Nick,
ever.
stop
incredible
it.
points. Excellent point.
Nick, what are you drinking or smoking down there in South Carolina?
Hey, man, he built a winning culture in Golden State, man. You can't fault him for that.
Have I blocked you on
Rob,
Twitter
you should
yet?
like him, Rob.
Nick, have I
He
blocked
did
you
what
yet or
Jordan.
not?
Who else of this generation has done what Jordan did, Rob? Stayed in a place that was a horrible franchise or, bad, and turned them into a dynasty.
Jordan didn't go out and get Isaiah Thomas or Magic Johnson to play with him. Come on, Chris.
Steph
Don't
won
give
his first
Steph
title before that. Hold on. You can't take away that first title.
No, but
in
it
the
wasn't no
73
dynasty. They
games.
choked down in the second championship after winning
They
73
would have won.
games.
They would have
Do
won in
not-
2017.
Do not put
they would have
Steph
won
and
in
Michael
2017.
Jordan in the same conversation. They're not the same. Please.
Well, Jordan's the GOAT, but Steph is the GOAT shooter. So it depends on what the conversation is. All right, we got Eddie House coming up next. But first, the Gas Man with what is trending. Gascon.
Guys, you want a wild
Who's
inning?
your MVP, Gascon?
Man.
Other than Luke Garza.
I hate saying it, but I think it's LeBron James.
Wait, stop it.
Yeah.
No, hold on. If you had a vote,
Yeah.
all things considered, games missed, injuries, all that, who would get your MVP vote?
Chris Paul.
Okay.
I think
I
he's.
was about to say, if you would have said LeBron, come on, he's out.
I know. My problem is that you see. I mean, you know this. The impact. You guys both know this. The impact that he has when he's away from a franchise is just. It's
LeBron?
Yeah. I mean, it's nearly collapsing. He did it in Miami. He did it in Cleveland. And obviously, he's out of action right now for the Lakers, and the Lakers are treading water, but barely.
Right.
So, I mean, the impact that he has.
LeBron's first year in L.A. when he came back to play. You remember that?
Yeah.
In the playoff mode. You remember that?
I'll just say, the thing
I'm
is,
just
Gas,
asking,
man,
guys.
I do.
Yeah, that's all.
LeBron's greatness is obvious.
Yeah.
But you could take any superstar from a team, and they're going to struggle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's
take Embiid off Philadelphia for the whole year and see how they do.
But I think it's I think it's a different dynamic though, because you would agree, like if you took LeBron and a guy like Chris Paul out of a lineup, then it's detrimental not only to the points per game for that guy, but also for the points per game for other guys. Like LeBron gets other people involved that have no business in getting involved because he brings a double or a triple team. You know, James Harden doesn't have that kind of an impact. He's going to get his 30 or 40 or 50.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think
He led the league in assists like 3 times.
Yeah, but the Houston Rockets, I mean, you look at what they did in the postseason, they were highly predicated on his scoring. And then when he ran out of gas, like he's done year in and year out, what happens to him? They flame out.
Well, you're getting all into places we weren't even talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
I think Chris Paul is the MVP.
Okay. Right now my vote is Jokic, but Chris Paul's in the running. Harden's led the league in assists 1 year.
Now,
and this would be a second.
Do you say Jokic is the MVP now because Jamal Murray's out?
No, because look, I'll admit it's because a lot of these other dudes are injured.
Yeah.
If Embiid played enough games, I'd have him over Jokic.
Sure.
Harden. I mean,
but you'd have LeBron James over those guys too.
I'd have all three of them. I'd have LeBron, Harden, and Embiid were my top three.
Okay.
Before they all got injured. So yeah, I hear you.
All right.
But Jokic would have been in there if they were winning more games.
Yeah. No, of course.
If they were a top 2 seed, he would have been right in there.
I just feel bad. Jamal Murray being out, I just feel bad for Denver now because that changes the whole complexion of the Western Conference playoffs.